I think about even, this is terrible to think about it in a positive way, but sort of the pivots that had to happen during the midst of the pandemic, and sort of AVMA converted to doing so many things virtually. They had a virtual House of Delegates. That was not something they had done before. And that took some structural processes. And was it perfect? No. Did I participate as an audience member and thought, okay, this is a little challenging, but I think those are things that we can continue to do. So again, I think if we were to step back and say, yep, there's this amazing legacy that this profession has and this association has, how do we continue to be true to that, but not so stuck that we're never going to change, right? So to me, it's a little bit of the middle ground of, I'm going to represent what directionally the board and the association has set forth for this year, should I get elected. And then I can still be thinking about what are those seeds that I can plant that will, grow down the road. So it's a little bit twofold. I don't know if that exactly answers what you were kind of getting at there, but I do think there are places where AVMA has already shown that they are responsive. And again, I think that sometimes people don't hear that, or they're like, oh, it'd be great if AVMA made XYZ resource. And I'm like, guess what? They already have it. And you might not even be a member to have it, like you have an open forum access to something. And so again, those are those moments where I feel like just continuing to make those connections is important for us all to do moving forward.
Definitely, as a PR person for AVMA, as president-elect, I feel like that would be something that you would really excel at, because when you and I talk on the phone, like, this is the most I've ever heard you say about yourself in this conversation, because we're here to talk about why you're running for president. And so that is the entire point of this conversation. But otherwise you would already...
Okay, so we're done, right?
But otherwise you would already have asked me a bunch of questions and, asked me what problems I'm trying to solve and offered me a whole bunch of ideas if I wanted them. And you are a very solutions-oriented person and a very outward-facing connector of people who is always trying to think, like, how can I help? And that's just in your nature as who you are. And I think that is something that I really want everyone to know about you, is just, this doesn't come naturally, you talking all so much. Like, you want to know, you're very curious, and you want to know about what people need and what you can do to help them.